The vast majority of car owners go their whole lives without knowing their own vehicle is hiding functions that almost nobody uses. One of these details, by itself, can be the difference between fixing a problem on the spot and facing a $3,000 repair bill. And it's pretty likely you've already driven hundreds of miles ignoring features that would have saved you from some serious damage down the road. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you 18 secrets that almost nobody knows about, and that make a real difference straight to your wallet. Stick around till the end, because this stuff can really protect your hard-earned money. Before we get into it, drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel, because that helps this content reach more folks out there who also need to stop wasting money for no reason. Number 18. The windshield wiper service mode. You've probably parked the car on a night of heavy rain, or left it outside during a hard freeze, without realizing the blades resting against the glass were about to get wrecked. Most modern cars have a hidden position that lifts the wipers straight up, taking them off direct contact with the glass, specifically to keep them from freezing to the windshield or getting torn up inside an automatic car wash. On a lot of models, the process is simple. You turn off the engine, and within the next 10 seconds, push the wiper stalk down into the single blank position. The blades then rise up on their own and lock into the service position, almost like they're lined up waiting for inspection. This feature exists because frozen blades stuck to the windshield can force the wiper motor the moment you try to start it up, and that means a burned-out motor, a bill that usually runs over $150 to fix at the dealership. And there's one more detail that hardly anyone takes advantage of. That same position makes it a lot easier to swap out your blades, because you don't have to force the arm, or risk scratching the glass trying to reach some awkward angle. Number 17. The energy-absorbing stitch inside the seatbelt. You've probably noticed that little fold of stitched fabric near the belt buckle, and figured it was just a manufacturing flaw, or some leftover material. But that's not quite it. That fold is a system designed specifically to protect you in a hard collision. It works as an impact-absorbing mechanism, engineered to tear in a controlled way when your body gets thrown forward with a lot of force. That controlled tear lets the belt give a few extra inches, spreading out some of the energy that would otherwise go straight into your ribs and chest. Without that stitching, the belt would lock your body down so abruptly, it could actually cause serious internal injuries on its own. And here's the part almost nobody knows. That fold is designed to work exactly once. After it tears in a crash, the entire belt needs to be replaced, even if it looks totally fine on the outside. That's why any decent shop replaces every seatbelt after an accident where the airbags went off. It's seriously high-level engineering, hiding right under our noses, and most drivers have no idea they're using a device every single day that's capable of preventing fatal injuries. Number 16. The hidden battery protection mode. You left the headlights on, the interior dome light stayed on, and everything pointed to coming back to a dead battery. But a good chunk of modern cars have an automatic system that cuts the power before that actually happens. As soon as you turn off the ignition and pull the key, an internal timer starts counting down. On most models, you get anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes of power available for things like the interior light, the radio, and the power windows. Once that time's up, the car cuts the power on its own, specifically to keep the battery from draining completely. This exists because a fully dead battery doesn't just leave you stranded in the moment, it also causes internal wear that shortens the life of the cells. And some luxury brands take it even further, with a system that monitors the voltage in real time, and if it notices the charge drop below a certain point, it starts shutting down non-essential functions one by one, to make sure there's enough juice left to start the car the next day. You might lose the heated seat and the radio, but the car still turns over. Number 15. The secret trick for automatic locking. Hold down the interior lock button on the driver's door for about 3 seconds before you get out, and the magic happens on most modern models. That activates a delayed security mode. You shut the door, walk away, and the car locks itself. Some models even roll up the windows and fold in the side mirrors automatically. It's perfect for those times when your hands are full with grocery bags, a kid on your hip, coffee, and your phone all at once. And the car usually confirms it with a short horn honk, or by flashing the headlights, making it clear everything's shut and locked up tight. Best part is, if you left a window cracked, or a mirror folded out, that same command takes care of everything at once, so you don't have to walk back to the car 3 times just to check if you forgot something. Number 14. Adjusting the windshield washer nozzle with a pin. The spray shoots up too high and misses the glass completely, or aims too low and only wets the hood. Most people think you have to take it to a shop to fix this, but you can adjust it yourself in 10 seconds, with just a pin or a needle. Look at the hood, right by the nozzle tip, and you'll spot a tiny round hole where the fluid comes out. Grab a sewing needle, a pin, or even a paper clip. Carefully fit it into that little hole, and slowly tilt it up, down, side to side, until you hit the exact spot you want to spray. Suddenly, the glass gets truly clean when you hit the washer button. This works even on models with heated nozzles, and some cars have 2 jets on each side, each one aimed at a different spot on the glass, so you can adjust them one by one until the whole windshield is covered. Number 13. The hidden trunk hooks. You just picked up dinner, and that bag of food is about to tip over and spill everywhere back there. But a lot of cars have hooks built right into the trunk, or the cargo area, made specifically to keep bags upright and prevent that kind of mess. Look along the sides of the trunk, near the back seat, or along the cargo floor, and you'll find hooks, straps, or even retractable holders that pop out right when you need them. They can hold several grocery bags or takeout containers without letting go, and instead of watching everything tip over on every turn, you just hang it up, and it stays put till you get home. On some SUVs and hatchbacks, these hooks slide along a track, so you can position them exactly where the load calls for it. And it's not just for grocery bags either. You can hook a gym bag, strap down a toolbox so it doesn't slide around, or hang up your dry cleaning without it getting all wrinkled. Number 12. The tire fill warning system. Nobody likes that guessing game trying to find the right pressure, but some cars take the guesswork out of it completely. You park, leave the ignition on without starting the engine, and start filling the tire. The hazard lights start blinking, showing the system is tracking the pressure in real time. Once the tire hits the PSI recommended by the manufacturer, the car honks on its own, letting you know you can stop. It's not uncommon to see estimates showing the vast majority of drivers are riding around on tires that are underinflated or overinflated, which hurts fuel economy and wears out the tires a lot faster. And if you keep filling past that point, the car honks again, and the hazard lights speed up, warning you to let a little air back out. On some models, this even shows up on the dash, displaying the exact PSI number for each tire while you're filling it up. A boring chore turns into something almost satisfying to do. Before we get into the really unusual secrets, drop a like on this video. We put a lot of research into bringing you this content, and it really helps the channel keep making more. Thank you. Number 11. Resetting the ignition with your key. The car's acting weird, the check engine light came on, the radio settings keep going back to default, or the power windows aren't responding right. Not many people know you can reset the car's entire computer without disconnecting the battery, and without setting foot in a shop. Turn the key to the accessory position, without starting the engine, and hold it there for exactly 30 seconds. Then turn everything off, and pull the key out. After that, start the car up like normal. What happened is the car's electronic control unit, the ECU, did a temporary reset, and cleared out any minor error codes. This same trick often fixes a stuck throttle, a transmission shifting gears weird, a power window that won't respond, and even that stubborn check engine light caused by a sensor glitch. A lot of shops charge somewhere between $100–200 just to run a diagnostic and clear those codes, when you could handle it yourself for free in under 2 minutes. Worth trying next time the car starts acting up like that, before you book a service appointment and spend money for nothing. Number 10. The manual emergency cable for the fuel door. Picture this, the battery's completely dead, the fuel door is electronic, and you're stuck at a gas station on empty, unable to even pop the fuel door open to fill up. Not many drivers know there's a manual release cable hidden inside the car, designed specifically to open that fuel door even when the whole electrical system is down. Check the trunk, or the interior trim panel near where the fuel door sits, and you'll usually find a small loop, latch, or pull cable that opens the door manually when the electric button fails. This feature exists because plenty of people have gotten stuck with a dead battery, unable to even refuel the car to try starting it again, a real dead-end situation. The owner's manual usually mentions this in one buried sentence back in the maintenance section, and the whole process takes less than 20 seconds once you know where to look, turning what would have been a total headache into a minor hiccup. Number 9. The vent openings near the windshield. Pop the hood, and take a look at the base of the windshield, near the wiper assembly. There are some small grates there that look like they're just decoration. But those openings are actually part of the car's air intake system, and while you're driving, the air passing through them creates pressure that pushes water, leaves, and built-up debris out through drainage channels hidden underneath. The problem is, when those grates get clogged, water starts pooling where it shouldn't, and that leads to rust, a musty smell inside the car, a clogged AC drain, and even electrical issues from water getting in. The good news is you can clean this yourself in about 5 minutes, just clearing the visible leaves off the openings, and running some compressed air or a vacuum through the channels right below. Worth checking those grates out today. and keeping them clear. Number 8. The seatbelt height adjustment. Ever notice how the belt keeps cutting into your neck or slipping off your shoulder all the time? There's a plastic piece right there on the door pillar where the belt comes out that most people completely ignore, but it fixes that annoyance right away. Press the button on that piece, and the anchor point of the belt slides up or down the whole pillar. Shorter drivers should pull it down, so the belt crosses the chest the right way. Taller drivers need to slide it up, so they don't feel that discomfort on the neck. And here's the detail hardly anyone knows. A belt position too high cuts right across the neck in a crash, which can cause serious injuries, while one position too low slips off the shoulder and loses all its protective function at the moment of impact. On some models, that height setting even gets saved automatically along with the seat and mirror position, as part of each driver's profile. Takes 5 seconds, press the button, and adjust it to the right height for your body. Number 7. The hidden AC vent inside the glove box. Open the glove box, and check the back wall. Some cars have a small vent in there hooked straight into the AC system, turning the whole compartment into a mini fridge. You can keep a drink cold, stop chocolate from melting, or store medication at a safe temperature. That vent pulls cold air from the AC and circulates it inside the glove box, and most cars with this feature have a little wheel, a slider, or an adjustable flap that controls how much cold air gets in there. On the hottest days, just crank it up all the way, and the glove box turns into the perfect spot for water, a soda, or a snack that would otherwise turn nasty in the heat. This really helps folks who need to keep medication like insulin within a specific temperature range, store heat-sensitive camera gear, or just want a cold drink waiting after running some errands. And the funniest part is, a lot of owners just keep that space stuffed with paperwork, old receipts, and insurance documents, when it could be working as portable refrigeration all summer long. Number 6. Resetting the accelerator pedal for smoother acceleration. The car's responding slow, jerking when you accelerate, or hesitating right when you floor it. What hardly any mechanic tells you is that you can recalibrate the throttle body yourself, no tools needed, and without any diagnostic visit. Turn the car on without starting the engine. Just turn the key to the accessory position. Press the gas pedal all the way down, and hold it there for a full 10 seconds. Turn off the ignition, and wait 30 seconds. Start the car up like normal, and that's it. The throttle body just recalibrated itself, going back to the original factory setting. This procedure fixes delayed acceleration, inconsistent throttle response, and that annoying hesitation right off the line when the car takes off from a stop. And unlike a physical throttle body cleaning, which requires taking things apart and using chemicals, this electronic reset wipes the adaptive learning tables and forces the system to start over from scratch. Worth trying today, and feeling if the car responds better right away. Number 5. Replacing the cabin air filter yourself. The AC smells musty, the airflow's weak, or you can't stop sneezing while driving. Inside your car's dashboard there's a filter that's probably clogged with dust, pollen, and grime that nobody would guess is even there. That filter does exactly what the name suggests. It filters all the outside air before it reaches you. And here's the detail almost nobody knows. Replacing that filter yourself takes about 5 minutes, and the part costs around $15, while a shop or quick lube place charges somewhere between $40 and $60 for the same job, just because most people don't know you can do it at home. Usually the filter sits behind the glove box, or under the dash on the passenger side. Open the glove box, squeeze the little tabs on the sides to release it, and the whole compartment swings down, exposing the filter housing. A clean filter improves AC performance, gets rid of that musty smell, and makes a real difference for anyone dealing with allergies or asthma. Check the owner's manual for the exact location on your model, order the right filter online for half the price of an auto parts store, and swap it in yourself. Number 4. The brake drying system on rainy days. You just drove through a huge puddle, or it's been pouring rain for an hour straight, and the brakes end up soaking wet. What hardly anyone knows is that wet brakes lose a good chunk of their stopping power the first few times you hit them after that. But a lot of modern cars have an automatic system that handles this without you even noticing. As soon as the car detects rainy conditions, either through the wiper's rain sensor or the wheel speed sensors, this drying system kicks in on its own. It applies a really light, intermittent pressure on the brakes while you drive, just enough to create friction that evaporates the water built up on the rotors and pads. This happens the whole time it's raining, pulsing the brakes every few seconds to keep the contact surface dry, and it even works together with the ABS and traction control to optimize braking in any road condition. All of this running in the background, with zero action needed from you, making braking in the rain safer without you having to think about it. Number 3. One-touch auto brake hold. Ever stopped on a steep hill and felt that little pit in your stomach taking your foot off the brake to hit the gas? That moment where the car starts rolling backward before it takes off forward? There's a button that puts an end to that panic moment for good. Auto hold, sometimes marked with an icon of a car on a ramp, or just the letter A inside a circle, holds the brake automatically the second the car comes to a complete stop. Press the button once, usually near the shifter or on the center console, and a light on the dash confirms the system's active. This feature completely changes the experience for anyone nervous about driving, anyone running a manual transmission, or anyone driving through a hilly city every day, putting an end for good to that scare of rolling back into the car behind you at a stoplight. And it works at any stop, not just on hills, making it perfect for stop-and-go traffic, when your foot gets tired of holding the brake the whole time. Worth looking for that button in your car today, and giving it a try. Number 2. Remote start that doesn't need any subscription at all. Automakers love making you believe starting your car from your phone requires a monthly plan for the brand's connected service, charging somewhere between $20 and $40 every month just for that. But here's the secret. Your car's own key fob probably already has remote start built right in. For free, no subscription required. Most modern cars come with this function. It's just that the automaker doesn't really go out of its way to advertise it, because they'd rather sell you the paid service instead. On most models it works like this. If your key fob has a circular arrow icon, or a button marked with 2 X's, you're already set. Press the lock button twice, and on the third press, hold it down. The engine starts up on its own from hundreds of feet away, no monthly fee, and no app needed on your phone at all. Automakers hide this feature on purpose, and pour money into promoting the paid app, because a subscription is recurring revenue, and that brings in way more than the one-time cost of putting that chip inside the fob. Worth checking the owner's manual today, learning the right sequence for your car, and canceling that remote start subscription you've been getting charged for nothing. And to wrap things up, secret number 1, the one that makes parking ridiculously easier, and this one's definitely going to surprise you. The automatic side mirror tilt in reverse. Ever tried backing into a parking spot and had no idea how close you were to the curb or the lane marking, because the mirrors aimed too high to show anything near the wheel? A lot of cars have an automatic mirror tilt function that solves exactly that. It just comes turned off from the factory on most models. When you shift into reverse, the passenger side mirror, and sometimes the driver's side too, tilts downward on its own, showing the curb, the lane marking, or any obstacle near the rear wheel. That gives you a perfect view of exactly where the tire's positioned, avoiding that expensive scrape on the wheel, and making parallel parking way easier. To turn it on, adjust the passenger mirror to the normal driving position, then shift into reverse, and manually tilt the mirror down using the mirror control itself, until it shows the curb and the rear tire. The system's smart enough to move the mirror back to its normal position as soon as you shift out of reverse. Replacing a scraped or bent wheel can run anywhere from $200 to $800 depending on the car, and this free adjustment avoids all that cost, on top of making you a pro at parking. Out of everything you saw here, maybe the one that splits opinion the most is this whole thing about free remote start being hidden on purpose by automakers, just to push a subscription. Do you think it's right for a brand to hide a feature that already comes free in your car, just to sell you a monthly plan, or is that just fair game in the market? Drop your take in the comments. And if you want to dig up even more secrets that could save you some real money at the shop, check out the video popping up on your screen right now. I guarantee it'll show you things about your car you never knew existed.